What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis. First up, it's official. $10,000 of relief has been announced for tens of millions of Americans directly from the president here today. We're going to go over that here in this video. Also, we have some major news about the former president, Donald Trump, here today, as we're learning more and more information here almost on an hourly basis. We actually got a lot of different things here for you guys in this video. So let's jump right in. And also, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure to do so down below right now. It's completely free to do so you don't miss out on new videos. Here we go. Yes, it's official. President Biden has canceled $10,000 in federal student loan debt for most borrowers. President Biden will be doing a presidential executive order to cancel $10,000 or forgive $10,000 of federal student loan debt for most borrowers, delivering financial relief for tens of millions of Americans with federal student loan debt. There's over 40 million Americans who have federal student loans, and the government can basically just, for the most part, forgive these loans and just wipe the debt off the government's books, essentially making nobody really pay for these. It's just basically a write-off for the government for the most part. But you can see the headline here: Biden to cancel $10,000 in federal student loan debt for most borrowers. President Joe Biden announced on Wednesday that he will forgive $10,000 in federal student debt for most borrowers, fulfilling a campaign pledge and delivering financial relief to tens of millions of Americans. Biden will also cancel up to $20,000 for recipients of Pell Grants, he said in a tweet on Wednesday. Here's the official tweet from President Biden. He says, "In keeping my campaign promise, my administration is announcing a plan to give working and middle and lower income families as well." He just didn't word everything here. Breathing room as they prepare to resume federal student loan payments in January 2023. This is because he has also extended the student loan payment pause. I'll have more details later. We come back here. The relief will be limited to Americans earning under $125,000 per year. The unprecedented action by the White House of wiping out hundreds of billions of dollars in consumer debt followed years of advocacy pressure and recent months of heated debate among Biden officials. Although the president had been pushed to cancel up to $50,000 or more per person, including by groups like the NAACP and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, he had repeatedly expressed reluctancy to wipe out that much of debt for all borrowers. However, you could see the average cost of a private college is $38,000, and when you include room and board, can be over $50,000 for 1 year. This graph's kind of hard to see, but it says $54,000 for 1 year. Just a single year, guys, just a single year. So that would mean a 4-year college tuition can be over $200,000. So in the scheme of things, $10,000 really isn't that much. I get the whole, there's pros and cons to both sides of the argument. You guys can let me know your thoughts in the comments. Student loan borrowers collectively owe $1.7 trillion. This will only wipe out a portion of it. The government basically just waives this debt. Nobody's really going to pay the amount that he's waiving. The government's just going to write it off their books for the most part because this is government debt. And the student loan crisis has become a familiar term. More than 40 million Americans are in debt for education, owing a cumulative $1.7 trillion, a balance that far exceeds outstanding credit card debt or auto debt even. It's crazy to think that this this exceeds credit card debt. That's amazing. Today, the average balance is over $30,000, up from only $12,000 in 1980. Also, President Biden extends the student loan payment pause or the forbearance period here. He extends the student loan payment pause or forbearance on federal student loans until the end of the year, December 31st, helping those who didn't make the forgiveness cut or who would have an outstanding balance after forgiveness. And we'll be getting all details of this here going forward. I assume that the people who don't make the forgiveness cut are those that are just over $125,000 of income. And we'll be getting more details here over the course of the next day or two or hours. We'll have to see here. An erasure of $10,000 for all borrowers with federally backed loans would cost roughly $371 billion and eliminate loans for about a third of borrowers. In contrast, so $371 billion that goes directly to the people. If we look at what another bill that was just passed, the $280 billion semiconductor U.S. chip manufacturing and semiconductor bill, none of this money went to the people. And Bernie Sanders criticized this bill for writing a blank check to large multi-billion-dollar corporations like Intel and Nvidia, and large corporations that already make billions and billions of dollars. And yes, we need more chip manufacturing here in the United States, but a lot of people criticize this bill because these corporations already make billions and billions of dollars. And there was a lot of other things in this bill, but that was $280 billion. On the contrary, this student loan relief doesn't help me, by the way, just for full disclosure, or my wife, because we paid off her student loans already. But this bill is $371 billion that directly goes towards benefiting people, over 40 million people. So when you look at something like the Senate bill that was just approved that basically benefited corporations, wealthy corporations, that was literally just approved like a few weeks ago. You can let me know your thoughts here on this. And maybe this is a good sign that there's more to come. We've have like about half the states, somewhere around like 20, 25 states that are also sending out billions and billions of dollars in state stimulus checks, property tax relief, tax rebate checks, not even including things like extra SNAP benefits. We also have a major SNAP food assistance, food stamp conference coming next month in September, which is now only about a week away. And it's going to be in September. I don't know the actual date on that. I'll have to look that up, but it's in September. And I think there's going to be a major raise to food stamps, food SNAP program. So that could be, and again, there's like over 40 million people on that program. So we look at the 40 million people on um, student loans, and then the 40 some million people on food assistance. That's like 80 million people there. And we look at all the people on the statewide programs for the tax rebates and the stimulus checks, those programs. There's a lot of different programs going on right now, and we have more programs coming out pretty much almost every single week as things are going on here. So let me know your thoughts here. Um, and I get that a lot of people aren't going to be happy if they don't get the student loan relief. I get it. I personally tend to be more happy that people are getting help, people are getting relief. I am happy when people get food stamp raises, food SNAP raises. I'm happy when low and middle class Americans get help with their student loan relief. The problem with student loans is that people pay on them for decades. For decades, they're crippling to people's finances. We look at people. 60% of Americans right now have they're struggling. They live paycheck to paycheck or in debt. And you look at the average student loan payments are like $5,000 a year. $5,000 a year. And I seen a lot of comments. I've seen people that said just the other day I seen somebody say that they went into um their student loans with $30,000 in student loans, and now they have $50,000 in student loans because of the interest. So that's one of the major problems, is that the interest makes it grow, grow, grow. And a lot of people don't have a lot of sympathy for other people. And it's so a lot of people have this is a really hard thing for a lot of people. You know, the and honestly, a lot of these people don't even graduate with degrees. Sometimes life gets in the way. They end up having families. Anything happens, right? And times are tough, man. You trying to pay off a $20,000, $30,000 loan, 40, $50,000 loan, not easy, not easy. And then if you even you got house payments, the average rent payment for a one bedroom is $1,700. Not easy, not easy. So personally, I'm happy for any time we see any type of help, any type of stimulus help, anything. I'm happy. I see a state get help. I see food assistance get help. I see a stimulus program. I'm happy for everybody. Anybody from our community, anybody in the United States that gets help, I'm happy for them. You can let me know your thoughts here in the comments. I just don't let jealousy breed inside me. I prefer to go by that motto, to be kind, to be positive. And I think that this is a good step going forward, that hopefully we'll see more and more of this on the way. Let me know your thoughts here in the comments. And also, it's good to see people getting help as opposed to large corporations, right? Okay, next up, we got multiple different things going on here. Former President Donald Trump has filed the lawsuit against the Department of Justice seeking a special master to review these seized documents. I personally think this is a good idea, whether you're for President Donald Trump, against him, in the middle. I think this is a good idea because it puts a third party in there to make sure that everything is going according to the way it should, make sure the FBI is doing what they should. I think this is a good idea. I think this is a good idea. It just puts a neutral party in there. Hopefully, the party is neutral. I think this is a good idea. You can let me know your thoughts on this. The judge gives until Friday to clarify the request for the special master on the records seized by the FBI. Trump claims this is getting wilder and wilder by the day. Trump claims he needs the White House records back so he can eventually add them to his presidential library. So the records he's not allowed to have, that are top secret, he now wants them back, that he's not allowed to have to begin with. He now wants them back. So now he's losing the argument that he's, maybe if he was going to claim the argument, maybe he didn't know he had them or something like that. Now he's just going with, I want them back, because here's the reasoning. Donald Trump asked for all the documents taken from his Mar-a-Lago home to be returned so that he can give the files back to the National Archives and Record Administrations, while also claiming they will be needed again to be returned to his presidential library. And here's why. He says this Mar-a-Lago break-in search and seizure was illegal and unconstitutional. This is what he's saying. And we are taking all actions necessary to get the documents back, which we would have given to them without the necessity of the depictable raid of my home, so that I can give them to the National Archives until they are required for the Donald J. Trump Presidential Library and Museum. I'm just so, you can't put these documents in a Donald J. Trump library and museum. They're top secret documents. You can't show these to the public. That's the whole reason that they went and got them and took them back. You can't put them in a Donald J. Trump library and museum to show to everybody. I think we all understand this by now, right? Oh my gosh, like, wow. I'm just so flabbergasted by this. Let me know your thoughts on this. So he wants them back to put them in a library and a museum. So apparently, I'm just kind of, a library and a museum would be for the public to see. Like I said, this is, you can't make this stuff up. It's just, it's getting wilder and wilder by the day. Wow. I seen that and I'm still completely awestruck by that statement. This is an actual statement by Donald Trump. Um yeah. Yeah. That's and in fact, I actually think that statement is gonna hurt him. How can that statement be a good statement for him? Um that statement actually kind of, if you think about that statement, probably um shows that he wants to let that information out to the public. That's not a good, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. You could let me know your thoughts here on this, but if you just kind of think through that for a second here, these are top secret documents that are not to be revealed. These are like, and we've seen from a congressman before, the type of documents these are. These are like sensitive locations of our troops that, like, if people knew where they were, they could be attacked. These are like nuclear documents, like, sensitive, that if our enemies got them, they could learn stuff about how to make nuclear things like that. Very, very top secret, the top secret stuff, guys. This is not stuff that you just release to the public. Top secret, and even one document was above top secret, like the most sensitive information that a country can have. Surely not something that you just put in a library for the public to just go and browse through. Wow. It's just like I said, it's getting crazier and crazier every single day. And if that wasn't crazy enough, check out this. Because of drought, Spanish Stonehenge has been emerged from a in Spain here. You can see this footage here that was we didn't even know about here. You can see this footage here. Yeah, so you can see this here in Spain. This Spanish Stonehenge emerges from a drought-hit dam of previously unknown, and there's all sorts of this stuff being found from this worldwide drought going on here. These were believed to be dated back to 5000 BC. And can you imagine that this survived 5000 BC? So this is over 7,000 years old. So these stones were discovered in 1923, but have only been visible 4 times since the area was flooded in 1963. So yeah, there's several other crazy things that have been found here because of drought worldwide. I'll show you some here in the next couple episodes. So make sure to subscribe down below to our YouTube channel. It's completely free to do so. New videos come out here every day on our channel here. Click the bell icon to get notifications when we go live, and you can show your support for our channel by hitting the thumbs up button. All completely free to do so, and I'll keep you up to date here with everything going on here in our country. You can click here to see a new video about Social Security raises and Social Security payment schedule. Or you can click this video here to see my new video about stimulus checks going out to millions of Americans. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.